Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Last time we went to deal with the last remaining things that we had to do on Illium. And now we are here to talk to Liara about the Shadow Broker. So just to point that out, Shadow Broker, Lair of the Shadow Broker, is in fact a DLC. Now, we've seen some DLC missions before. We had Zaid and Kasumi's loyalty missions, we had the Firewalker pack, we had the Normandy crash site. However, this one is a bit different. Simply put, this mission is kind of like a battleship mission in XCOM compared to the regular missions. And you'll see that
Shepard,
later.
It's good to see you again. So, what can I do for you?
So oddly enough, if I do this, Shepard decides to just stop talking later on, and I have to retalk, so let's just say, let's get the Shadow Broker. You can do that anytime you want, but if you do that too early, then she will drop everything else and not give you any experience for doing the other quest that she had before.
I know you're looking for the Shadow Broker. Cerberus gave me data on where to find him. Interested?
Absolutely. I had no idea. Let me see what you've got. It looks like a leaked transmission between Shadow Broker operatives. Some hints as to the location and... It's about Farron. He's still alive.
Your friend? The one who helped recover my body from the Shadow Broker?
The same. He sacrificed himself to save me. I'd never found anything suggesting he was alive. After 2 years, I hadn't even dreamed.
Sounds like you and Farron were close.
It's funny. He betrayed me more than once. He was double-dealing for Cerberus, for the Shadow Broker. But in the end, he sacrificed himself for me. I owe him.
If he's been the Shadow Broker's prisoner for 2 years, he may not be in good shape.
I know. But yesterday, all I wanted was the chance to avenge his death. Today, he's alive. I'll do whatever I have to do to get him back.
Well, alright. Sounds like a plan.
Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. What's the next step?
I don't know. I need to prepare, to think. I'm going home. Use my terminal if you need any local intel.
You okay?
I've spent 2 years plotting revenge. Now I have the chance to make it a rescue.
Let me help. I'll come by your apartment.
Okay. Hopefully I'll have a plan by then. Thank you, Shepard.
Take a cab to Liara's. Go to the docking area, take a cab to Liara's apartment. So, she said that we can use her terminal to get some local intel if we need that. This is basically meant for if you accidentally use that option before recruiting the 2 people that we had to recruit on Illium. So, normally there would be the same information basically that you get as when just asking her for information on Thane and Samara. But right now, of course, there's nothing because we already did that. So let's just
The scandal rock story of Nasana Dantius has come to a tragic end as the businesswoman was cast in her office. While police have no formal suspects, Dantius was no stranger to controversy. Many enemies during her climb to power. The Dantius' grown and have risen as a result of the news, with hope for more stable times for the troubled company.
let's just follow Liara to her apartment.
Illium is the gateway to the Traverse, but is that gate open too wide? Investment think tanks are noting concerns that new technological
Sometimes you say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father.
Wow, you're pulling that on me? My father was an excellent caretaker. And you're...
The word you're looking for is pure blood.
Okay, listen, give Thax a full refund, do you hear me? He knows, I don't know how, it doesn't matter. Credit him a full refund now. and then get your ass someplace safe.
So we can call a cab here. So let's do that. Liara's apartment. This plays in full also. Nice. And I still want these guys. It's not probably the most useful squad that I can have, but hey. At least it should be quite appropriate. And let's see, Viper, Locust, Carnifex. Yeah, that sounds right.
Seal off those trace samples and get them back to the lab.
We got multiple shots fired. Yeah, techs are going over the place now.
Central, we got an open carrier on this end. Switching to a coded relay.
What's going on?
This area is sealed off. Please step back, sir.
Sealed off? Why?
Someone tried to kill your friend, Commander Shepard. Thank you, officer. Your people are dismissed.
You can't do that.
Already done. Tila Vasir, Special Tactics and Recon.
A Spectre?
I heard your status was reinstated. Good. You're one of our most famous operatives. Might even get you to sign my chest plate. So, I assume you had business with your friend this evening, Commander.
Liara was following a lead on the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker. Dangerous enemy to have.
So, it's another Spectre. Interesting. However, we went to Liara's apartment, and now it's sealed off. And is Liara here?
If Liara isn't here, where is she?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be sifting through her crap. There's no blood, no body. It looks like T'Soni got away. The sniper didn't plan on her kinetic barrier. Clever girl. Paranoid, but clever.
A sniper, you say?
Did the police find anything when they arrived?
Just the mess and the bullet holes. I gave them a gold star for finding the bullet holes.
What are the facts so far?
About 25 minutes ago, someone took a shot at T'Soni. Note the bullet holes. She stuck around for almost 4 minutes before leaving the building. Whatever she was doing was important.
I'm sure it was.
Liara was expecting me. She would have left a message here. Her office wasn't safe.
I'm not surprised. Illium is just Omega with expensive shoes. I haven't found anything useful for tracking her down yet. You knew T'Soni better than I do. Where would she have hidden her backups?
Let me take a look around.
So, it's Shepard Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Let's investigate the crime scene. Also, Tila is still here.
Don't worry, Commander. We'll find her. I'm glad I got here before those amateurs got their jam hands on everything. I'm going to review the security logs again to see if I can learn anything else. Did you find something, or just looking for approval?
The latter?
Have you ever wrestled a Baron for money?
Can't say I have, no.
Stay focused, Commander.
Alright. So, there's a bunch of things that we can look at. Well, the obvious is the bullet holes. Yeah, those are bullet holes.
The rifle used to do that wasn't standard issue. The kinetic barrier deflected the shots, but they still managed to penetrate the glass.
Yeah, I take it this is supposed to be bulletproof glass? That would make sense. And 7 armor, you say?
It's part of my old armor.
Looks like someone didn't like you much either.
The other part of it, by the way, is here. Hmm.
Yeah, that's not the Asari homeworld. I'm not sure what planet that is.
It's Ilos.
Yep, that is Ilos. It's one of the later parts where we went on the Mako. Interesting. And here's the kitchen. There's nothing in the kitchen. Some archaeological things. Good thing that Bioware didn't forget everything about archaeology yet. Well, let's see, what's up here? Fish. There's a picture. Okay, let's look at the certificate first.
A doctorate from the University of Ceres, Avanthesia. She's getting good use out of all that education.
University of Ceres, planet Thessia. This is to certify that Liara Tsoni I cannot angle this any better. Has completed the prescribed studies and satisfied the requirements for the something something in archaeology and ancient Prothean history. Okay, cool. That sounds about right.
The picture changed when you touched it. It must be keyed to your ID. What does it show now?
It's a Prothean dig site. Liara did leave a message.
There are a few Prothean-looking objects around the apartment. Let's see what we can find.
Prothean relics, okay. So it looks like there's a note about it somewhere. And yeah, that is Eden Prime.
Those things must be worth a fortune.
I guess so. And or they're here to study because they're not yet studied completely.
Vasir, I've got something here.
Backup disk. Let's try it on her terminal. It looks like she recorded a call.
What have you got for me, Sagat?
It was tricky, but you paid for the best. I can narrow it down to a cluster, maybe even a system.
How soon can you have it?
Shouldn't take long. Come to my office. Area Frontiers in the Dracon Trade Center. Gotta say though, T'Soni, you're making me a little nervous. How big is the trouble that could come out of this?
Relax, Sagat. I'll see you in a few hours.
Yeah, so she did find something, but also probably in danger.
This must be important. The Shadow Broker's people already tried to kill her once.
I know where the Dracon Trade Center is. My car's outside.
Let's go.
The Area Frontiers offices are located on the 3rd floor. I don't hear police chatter. We must have missed the party.
Liara's in there!
Situation chaotic. Decisive action required.
They just took out 3 floors to make sure she's dead. I'll grab this sky car and seal off the building from the top.
I'll start down here and work my way up.
Just leave some for me.
Alright, so looks like Liara is supposed to be in the trade center, but looks like the Shadow Broker's agents managed to bomb it in the meanwhile. Or at least we can assume that it's the Shadow Broker's agents. Let's figure out what's going on. Do that too.
What happened?
A bomb.
The blast knocked me off my feet.
I don't think so.
Who are you? What's going on?
You guys are not helpful.
Was it a bomb? What happened?
I guess they saw the same thing that we saw, so it makes sense that they're not helpful.
Someone please help me.
Let's go in. Entrance C, security office. Nobody's here, looks like. That's a bit suspect. Shouldn't there be someone here? Find a way upstairs and look for the Bioware Frontier's office. Is Liara in this locker? No, but there's Krez.
Bury a Frontier employee. Looks like he got caught in the explosion.
I wouldn't take any bets on Sony's informant surviving that blast.
Yeah.
Serving industry for over 120 years, the Drake Trade Center takes pride in being the home to Illium's corporate elite.
Okay, if it wants me to go that way.
Here, the elevators are out and building security is down.
No alarms, no police. Very professional.
Yep. That does look like Shadow Broker is doing. Diner. It's quite empty. Medical station. Might as well.
Set the bombs, killing everyone.
Okay, well, at least that's useful information.
Casualty here. Looks like he's got bullet wounds. Watch yourself, Nasir. They used military-grade hardware.
Bullet wounds. Guess this was more than just an explosion.
Apparently so. So they set a bomb to destroy the informant, but also tried to kill everyone else in here that may have heard anything about it, maybe? There's a medical station.
It's about the ride along the way. At Nizo, every vehicle is an island of style.
There's Slater Embassy. And Ashland Energy.
Exceler Shipping is the leading industry authority on resource logistics and management.
Okay.
We are committed to providing clients with secure, affordable, and efficient solutions to all their transportation needs.
So that's what Exceler Shipping does.
Anywhere, on time, every time.
However, there's also something that we can hack just casually. Blue. White. There we go. I'm going to leave these here for now. Oh, look at that.
Vizier, I found a military-grade explosive device. It hasn't been armed.
Sloppy work. You use that kind of hardware when you don't have time to plan.
Not armed. Well, that's good. Otherwise, we might be in trouble.
Welcome to Varia Frontiers. Please log in for access.
Barrier Frontiers, you say? That's exactly where we were supposed to be going. Good.
Vizier, I'm at the Barrier Frontiers office. We are assigned in just a few minutes ago.
Understood, Commander.
Welcome to Barrier Frontiers. Let us be your guide to limitless possibilities. Expansion, exploration, and financial growth in a universe without limits. Accurate, targeted information on what you need, when you need it.
Hostiles up ahead!
Well.
Here, I'm pinned down. Works. And they're well armed.
Say hello to the Shadow Broker's private army, Commander.
Fire in the hole!
Targeting order processed.
Nice. Well, at least our squad is prepared for this. So, looks like it's a cleaning party or something. Why, hello there.
Reinforcing shield.
There's still someone out there. Not seeing them though.
Under fire.
Oh. Oh, there's a Shadow Broker Heavy.
High ready for next target. High efficiency shot.
Okay, still cannot save, but at least we're doing progress. Oh. Garrus, what are you doing?
Under fire. Target. And bad under fire.
Okay.
Some critical damage.
That sounded Batarian. Ah. Terminal access. Am I missing anything else back here? No, it doesn't look like it. Aside from a shower, that is. No, don't do that. Uh-oh. You, come with me. That works too, I suppose. That's the other way that I could have heard. I don't see anything through the smoke. What's going on there? Okay, more of them on the way. Come on. Well, let's wait for the shields to recharge. Oh, there's an engineer. Let's see if he can help me. Whoa, no, I wanted to get back into cover sooner. But this works too. Okay. Let's see. So I can disable this guy. And shoot the other one in the meanwhile. And I still cannot save. Oh boy. Whoa. That's pretty fancy. It's looking like a place where we could definitely ride a Mako in. Whoa. Come on. Nice. Okay, nice. Okay. Come on. There's the heavy. Now we're out there. Two heavies, I guess. And there we go. Now we can save. Phew, that was something. Another terminal to access. And yes, I suppose them having assault rifles makes sense in this case. Medical station. Tupari! But I guess we will see where Liara may be next time. And for now, we still have some things to look at in our codex. Ships and vehicles. I think we already went through that in the last game, but I think there might be new information. Weapons, mass accelerators. Mass accelerators propel solid metal slugs via electromagnetic attraction and repulsion. A slug lightened by a mass effect field can be accelerated to extremely high speeds, permitting previously unattainable projectile velocities. The primary determinant of a mass accelerator's destructive power is length. The longer the barrel, the longer the slug can be accelerated, the higher the slug's final velocity, and therefore the greater its kinetic impact. Slugs are designed to squash or shatter on impact, increasing the energy they transfer to its target. Without collapsibility, slugs would punch through their targets while inflicting only minimal damage. Rather than being mounted on the exterior, starship guns are housed inside hulls, and visible only as gun portholes from outside. A ship's main gun is a large spinal mount weapon, running 90% of the hull's length. While possessing destructive power equal to that of tactical nuclear weapons, main guns are difficult to aim. Because ships must be able to point their bows almost directly at their targets, main guns are best used for long-range bombardment fire. Approximately 40% of the hull's width, broadside guns inflict less damage and can be mounted with greater numbers and more flexibility. The modern human Kilimanjaro-class dreadnoughts mount 3 decks with 26 broadside accelerators apiece for a total salvo weight of 78 slugs per side, firing once every 2 seconds. However, mass accelerators produce recoil equal to their impact energy. While the mass effect field suspending the rounds mitigate the recoil shock can still rattle crews and damage systems. Okay, so we have these large guns, and we have some less large guns, but they can be fired from the broadside. Makes sense. And also, Aliens Council races. Asari Ardak Yakshi. Ardak Yakshi, Demon of the Night Winds, are Asari suffering from a genetic disorder, preventing conventional melding of nervous systems during mating. Instead, Ardak Yakshi electrochemically ravaged their partners' nervous systems, in extreme cases leaving victims as vegetative invalids or corpses. Asari psychologists regard this incapacity for mental fusion as preventing the development of empathy, leading to psychopathy. There is no known cure. The disorder generally begins in infancy, reaching full pathology during maiden and adolescent sexual development. While seductive and sexually driven as other Asari, Ardat Yakshi are congenially sterile. Ancient Asari mythology held Ardat Yakshi as gods of destruction, depicting them as villains of countless legends and as the anti-heroes of numerous Asari epics. Contrary to popular belief, Ardak Yakshi are neither extremely rare, around 1% of Asari dwell on the Ardak Yakshi spectrum, nor are they all murderers. Most cultivate and discard countless exploitative or abusive relationships during their legally marginal lives. Despite rumors of an Ardak Yakshi syndicate, by nature Ardak Yakshi are incapable of long-term cooperation. As a disproportionately wealthy species, Asari employ their economic reach and media ownership to hide the Ardak Yakshi pathology from the galactic community, placing most Ardak Yakshi in monitored work programs or seclusion. Only the most aggressive cases are sentenced to sanitarian prisons or to the execution lists of Justicars. So it says that about 1% maybe Aratiachi. That's very different from what we've heard from our Justicar. So that's an interesting thing that we might want to investigate further at some point. But that will be for some time later. See you all next time.